You're listening to According to Mike and Tony, a long-form conversational podcast hosted by singer-songwriter Tony Dollar and funny man Mike Pierce. Each week, Mike and Tony sit down with a guest to discuss music, life, the universe, and everything. And now your hosts, Mike and Tony.
Hello. Welcome to the second episode of According to Mike and Tony. I'm your host, singer-songwriter Tony Dollar. Sitting across from me, as always, Mike Pierce. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man? Hopefully everyone's week went really well. Winding it down, starting the weekend. Trying to make this trend going on where we do a weekly show. Last week we had Jose. This week we have Joe D. He was a fire investigator. So, again, we've known Joe for a long time.
Fire Marshal Joe.
Long time.
Fire Marshal Joe.
I don't have a badge.
Let me tell you something.
It's not official, and I don't have a mustache.
But, yeah, this is Joe D. Again, fire investigator. Again, welcome, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you.
So, then next to him is another good friend of ours. Right to the right of him is Bruce Leroy.
Welcome to the show, Bruce.
That's right. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here. Good Friday.
Bruce Leroy is probably going to be a regular on the show, so he'll be in and out depending on the variance of guests. So expect to be hearing and seeing him a lot more throughout the show.
Yeah, you know, Shoguns are busy.
Shogun with a turquoise Colorado Rocky hat. So, Joe, how long have you been doing that for, man? I remember when you were going to make that transition and you were working on it for a while. How long? First of all, how long was the transition moving from your old day job to doing the fire investigation?
The transition was pretty long. It was about 2 years. I was doing part-time. And basically because I had a full-time job, every weekend that we had a fire, I would go assist, actually my father-in-law, who's another investigator. I would go and assist him.
And he has his own company, right?
Yeah, he does. And he's owned that company for about 12, it's about 12 years.
Nice. So,
so I just went around with him on the weekends and pretty much just learned from the master.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so I remember, because at first, so did you have to go to any kind of school for that? Or, I remember you reading books, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of big, thick books. And you could take classes in so many different types because there's about 15 specializations right now that they're training on, and it's a lot of stuff to go over. So, but the best thing, honestly, is just getting out to the scenes and seeing it instead of just looking at pictures, because then it all starts to make sense. And,
it's kind of true with everything, right? Yeah.
Throwing you into the fire.
Yeah, exactly. That was a nice pun.
Come on, guys.
I like
that was good.
Pun.
That was a good one.
That's like Johnny Cash, man. Ring of Fire. But but yeah, no, I do a lot of training. I do ongoing training too, because you always want to keep up with it, because it's science, so it's always learning new stuff, developing new things, learning what isn't correct in the past that they always used to teach, and yeah.
So a fire happens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you go out to just any fire, or is it usually like if there's criminal activity suspected, or is it just like how does like? Well, I don't know jack about what you do. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, basically, the fire departments, they handle. Well, obviously they attend every fire, but
they attend. I love it.
I don't like you.
Yes, like hey, there's a fire. We should probably go put that out. But they don't have a lot of time to investigate, so they go in there and they check and see. All right, is this criminal? Is there a chance that it's criminal? And if it's criminal, they hold the scene. And when they're done with it, they contact the insurance companies and let them know that the scene's released. Then the private guys, which I'm a private investigator, we're allowed to get up.
I love the way that sounds.
Yeah. It does sound actually pretty
Jody
nice.
P.I.
Yeah.
I hear it in a microphone.
I'm going to holler at you later on the low.
All right. Yeah, so basically we work for the insurance companies and lawyers, and they contact us, and we go out there because we have more time, we have more resources, and because fire departments, they have a lot of calls, so they have to be out on other scenes. So we have more time to spend around and take a look at some other things, and basically we do run into some arsons, but it's a very low number.
Gotcha.
So So the whole bunch of things that you go through in the different fires, and you were talking about schooling. You probably have certifications. How many certifications do you have?
I actually have 2. I'm FIT certified, which is Fire Investigator Technician, and then also I'm CFEI, Certified Fire and Explosion Investigator. There's also some other ones for vehicle fires, and then the big one is Certified Fire Investigator, and that one you need a lot of years of experience. You need also a lot of training under your belt, and you also need courtroom time. So that could be either a class where you're doing a mock trial, or if you actually go to trial with one of the cases, that could count too.
You said mock trial?
Yeah.
I did mock trial in high school. Probably should admit that.
Did you do it with lawyers?
With real lawyers?
Yeah.
No. In fact, I was a lawyer. That tells you the level I was at.
I'm going to tell you how it's going to go. Mock trial, real trial, real trial.
Glove don't fit. You must have quit. Work for OJ.
Yeah, so basically do that. And I'm working towards that, but I need a lot more years on the job, and then also to take that training.
Gotcha.
So,
Wow.
Did you imagine yourself being a fire investigator? I mean, prior to meeting your father-in-law and getting married, was that something you even thought about doing?
no, not at all. When my wife and I started dating, I would ask him, I would talk to him a lot about it, and it sounded really interesting. And I'm kind of a nerd, so I like science.
Hell yeah.
And
I'm in that way too.
Yeah, and I like solving puzzles, and that's pretty much what it is. You kind of just look at the pieces of the puzzle and try to see how they fit together based on what you're seeing.
Gotcha. So what's the quickest that you've ever been able to... Do you always determine the cause of the fire every time you go in?
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's too destroyed, and there's a classification called undetermined, and you can classify that. And basically, sometimes there's not enough left over that you can't tell what it was, and you have to find the ignition source on the scene. And sometimes if it's burned up or it's not there, you can't really tell what it is. Somebody takes a lighter and then sticks it in their pocket. You're not going to see that. Yeah. So and that happens very rarely, but then you got to call it undetermined. I mean, they also have accidental, which is, say somebody leaves a candle going and lights a curtain on fire, and they didn't even know. They didn't do it on purpose. That's an accidental.
Gotcha.
And then you
I've
have
seen
natural.
some Law and Order shit. Like, people can make that look like an accident.
Yes.
Can you see if it's an accident or not?
Usually you can tell if they're tampering with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like small appliances. I took a class on small appliances, and they show you what to look for. Like if you have a coffee maker, people like to blame coffee makers. Well, they have a lot of safety features now in them that there should be no chance. There should be no chance.
That's just something they've heard before.
Yeah.
So they're like, it was the coffee maker.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Totally the coffee maker. Look
Got
at
it, got it.
Yeah. So you could see if it's missing. You could do x-rays. We do x-rays. It's
Holy
pretty
crap.
interesting. Yeah.
I did not know that a whole pot of gasoline would catch on fire.
Actually, it won't.
Drinking gasoline.
It won't.
Oh, my
Oh.
God.
There goes my idea.
Was
There
that
you go.
you that was telling me about the guy who drank gasoline? He was
Drank
like, he was a
gasoline?
desperate alcoholic, and
Yeah.
he was like in rehab, and then he got in trouble.
He mixed gasoline with milk to break down the enzymes, so it wasn't straight gasoline.
and
But
would drink it to get
still,
drunk.
I remember that story
Remember
that
I
you told me.
told you
That
that?
is
Yeah.
terrible.
If you think about it, it's pretty cheap. I mean, for a whole gallon,
Not
not
for
for a whole
gas.
gallon is
down the
$2.50 a gallon. Come on,
That guy was
guys.
smart. Talk about supporting your habit.
Oh man, that's crazy.
$2.50 a gallon.
And you know it was straight unleaded, too.
You got the
85.
cheap.
Well, that's bad for you, Jay.
It wasn't premium. He didn't get the premium.
Oh, my
But
God.
yeah.
Gotcha. So, what's the quickest you guys have ever solved a case? You got onto the scene. You completely had the thing figured out in...
I mean, you do have these fire scenes that are really small, and sometimes those could be the most intricate because there could be a ton of things in there. It could be like a power strip, and with a bunch of things plugged in, which is probably not good if there is one in here. But
The reason my co-host can't control his laughter is I was gonna have you maybe take a look at my situation. Do you see
Yeah.
See that? Well, there's another one that's plugged into that one.
Is that legit?
Well, at least we know where you live now, so it'll be easy to get there. I don't even have to map quest it.
So would that be considered accidental, or now that
Yeah,
you
that'd be
know
accidental.
Now that you know it, it's not
But how do
accidental.
you know if it is?
Because it won't happen all the time.
What
you
makes it actually dangerous? Because you were telling me one time before that one of the most common causes, like phone chargers, laptop
Yeah, those are pretty
chargers
bad.
being left plugged
E-cigarettes. That's a
Really?
big thing.
Really?
Yeah, you can check YouTube videos. They blow up in people's faces.
I need to call my
Because they're when they're charging. It happens when they're charging. There was one with this lady. She was charging it off her iPad. That's the problem. You got to use the charger that it comes with. They're using other USB ports.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
in.
plugging
Oh my
in
god! Like when I
anything.
work all day, I charge my phone on my laptop. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
But your
you
laptop's
should be
probably
fine now.
plugged in into the wall.
You should be fine now.
You're
It's
fine.
scary. I'm telling you, this job, it is scary.
Shit,
because
that's one way
you-
to kick the habit. If you have an e-cigarette in your mouth and it fucking blows up,
I don't think you ever smoke another one after that.
Yeah.
You pretty much definitely.
That's
kick
it. Lights out with
It'll
that
kick
one.
a whole lot else. You won't have to worry about smoking.
Yeah.
Well, he did quit smoking. That was good. And he's also dead.
Yeah, we see a lot of creative wiring practices out there.
Oh
Like they got
my God.
extension cords running everywhere, and they're trying to, put up all these grow lights because Colorado, we got pot here.
Oh, right.
That's keeping us busy.
I would think that would go downhill now that there's professional people doing that professionally. You know what I mean? Like they have all these huge buildings and they
Yeah.
do it on the corporate level now.
probably, yeah.
The businesses, they're regulated big time, so they're much safer, but they're still
It's the
yeah.
it's the shady dude down
It's
the
the black
corner.
market. It's the black market that increased after the
I may
laws
have a
passed.
cousin that grows, and for him, literally, when the regulations hit, he started making more money.
Yeah.
Because even though it's legal, you still have to have a card, and it still gets taxed. So he started making more money, and now he's growing more pot than ever.
That is a crazy perspective.
Yeah,
You're not hearing that at all.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because when it first came here, my thoughts were, I'm like, oh, drug dealers out of business.
Yep.
Pack it up. Go down to Colfax, just get some recreational marijuana. You're good.
Yeah.
Now they're
Maybe not.
millionaires.
Maybe
They're
not.
making big money now. Yeah, and explosions. from
Explosion.
that.
No,
Yeah.
but
And you're profiting off of that too now. Thanks,
is-
Colorado,
it is
for
giving us more
legalizing
business.
marijuana. Because
Imagine.
now
Yeah.
fire investigations have gone way up.
Yeah, they're actually keeping track of those too. Fire department is keeping track of all the numbers that are related to it, just to see.
Oh, great.
Mm.
So now
If it-
they're going
if
to
it
probably
increased-
repeal it if there's too many. So, well, you potheads, stop burning up shit.
Stop doing shit. Get professional, would you?
Yeah, just potheads. Go on YouTube. Watch the videos made by potheads for potheads that tell you what not to do because it happened to them.
That's gonna
That's
end
what
badly.
we do. That's how we do our research. We,
You know what? That's
you can
how
find
I-
research. You
That's
check
how
YouTube
I do.
for fires.
That's how I do 90% of the shit at my house.
Yep.
I look
true.
up YouTube. Like before,
Oh,
we,
yeah,
we were
totally.
looking. Remember I told you that story? I was trying to do the hardwood floors in my house.
Yep.
And my wife was like, oh, you know how to do the hardwood floors in the house now? Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I watched the YouTube video and stuff like that. And she's all, how long is it going to take? I was like, well, shit. The guy on YouTube, he did it whole house about 4 fucking minutes. So I'm not a professional. I probably can do it in 12, 18 minutes maybe. Just the kitchen.
Time lapse video. Oh my God.
That's how we did my hood.
That's the danger of YouTube, though, right? Because it makes
Yeah.
average people
We're all
feel
experts.
like, oh, I can do that. I can do that. And you wind up spending more money after
see.
you mess it up trying to fix it.
I use YouTube for small shit, like changing the strings on my guitar, blowing out the faucet when it's wintertime.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We wrapped a hood. And
Yeah.
the video made it look like it was going to take 15 minutes.
15 minutes. No problem. You just have to lift it once and it's on there. Now,
How long did it take us?
2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like
And-
projects.
And the mosquitoes came out, and that made it even worse. And
It's
And-
raining.
that squeegee that we had, it's still in my car somewhere. It's in the engine bay. I don't know where it
It
is.
melts it now. It's
If-
not in it anymore.
Yeah.
What is that
So that might be a fire hazard too.
I can see that headline. Fire investigator's car catches fire.
I could see him investigating himself.
His own car.
I don't know. No,
The irony.
it wasn't that. Check this part.
I want to know how you're going to explain that as an accident.
Mike dropped it. It's his accident. He did.
Wait,
it.
I didn't drop that one.
I didn't drop it.
You guys sound suspect already.
I might have dropped
And
it.
it's a lease, too.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm keeping it though.
So what do you want to do long term? Do you want to own your own business? You want to just keep working your way up?
I just want to keep working my way up. Yeah, I know there's a lot to learn, and I'm nowhere near the expert level. So I'm still not full-time investigator on my own. So I go out with all the other guys from the company, and I piggyback with them and start doing all that stuff. So
shadowing and get your hands dirty too.
yeah.
Is there initiation for that?
I've been beat up a couple times.
Thrown into the fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, you want to be? Are you looking for a co-host job at all? Are you?
Oh yeah.
You think working with your father-in-law, do you feel like the expectations are higher
Yes.
on you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He. I like the way he does it because it's not just a free ride because I married his daughter. It's actually, it pushes me to work harder because I don't want to let him down, and I don't want to let the company look bad. So I don't want to go out there and mess up an investigation because I'm not ready yet. So that's why I like the training that they got, and he sends me to class after class after class. So it's actually better because I think it pushes me to work harder. So
Well, and it's good
nice.
too. You don't want to be that douchebag guy. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
works for the dad, gets all the perks.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you want to earn
Exactly.
it, you know, and actually learn your
Joe
craft.
D gets
and-
all the cool jobs. God damn it.
Exactly. And it's cool because he started me out in the, just in the beginning, just going to get tools and helping doing sketches and stuff like that.
You're a
And then
prospect.
yeah,
yeah, it's like in carpentry and anything.
yeah, exactly. Like the
the
fire
truth.
department, they make you do all the big stuff just to get used to it and get ready for it. So
Joe,
nice.
go check out that flaming bag of poo.
yeah, go touch
On
that.
that.
Need some serious investigation.
Tell me if this was an
Investigate that
accident.
Yeah.
Get up on that mic there, Bruce Leroy. I can't hear you.
My bad.
There you go.
Got that soft voice.
Say it with my chest.
Soft voice. Yeah.
So I see you got that beard going.
Yeah.
How long have you been growing that?
6 hours.
About 2 hours. Yeah. I'm Italian, so it's.
Joe's beard is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I came out of the womb like this. So.
Can you imagine how frightening that would be if a baby came out with a full beard?
Look at that full head of hair. Oh my God, that's his cheek.
Honey.
I know it's all migrating from here to down here.
Especially if it was all even
It's nice,
cut
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I know, that's amazing.
That is really
It's
remarkable.
like the guy from Hunger Games. That one guy there.
I envy your ability to grow a good beard, though. I'm not gonna lie, because we do the no shave November, and it comes in so patchy. I look homeless. I just wanted to grow in full one time, so I could just feel like a black lumberjack.
A black lumberjack.
I just want to feel it. I want to get my Rick Ross on just once.
I saw your Rick Ross video.
You know what might help? It's my oily skin. Maybe if you had oily skin, I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
olive oil because
Yeah.
it's Italian.
I sweat that.
Olive oil.
Yeah.
You sweat olive
Yeah,
oil.
it's nice. You could bottle that.
He's in the kitchen cooking. He's like, oh, that's so.
So good. So good.
Probably extra virgin too.
And so, okay, Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And where are you from again?
You're gonna say I'm from New Jersey. Well, from Long Island.
Long Island.
Long Island. Yeah, I'm losing the accent though.
What
It's
table?
only
What,
something.
what color is this table?
That's
I'm just
orange.
curious.
That's orange. That's orange.
It's an orange table.
Yeah.
It's orange, orange table right there.
Yeah. I don't have the cool New York accent or the Staten Island New York accent, but
Or that
This is
Syracuse. accent.
Syracuse. I
What's
don't even
good-
know what that one is.
Dude, I've never been the furthest east I've ever been.
Don't say Aurora.
I wasn't going to say Aurora. No, I've never been to the East Coast, and I really want to go to the East Coast.
It's nice. It's
Yeah,
nice.
what would you see? What would you recommend? Now, do you know most of the East Coast, or just kind of where you're from?
Mostly where I'm from,
Gotcha.
but I would recommend Boston Harbor for sure
Mm.
to anybody.
I'm going to
That-
write that down. Like
yeah.
I'm going to go there
Did he,
someday.
Yeah.
did a New
The-
Yorker?
Yeah.
Just
I know.
recommend
I'm not a Yankee
Boston?
fan. I'm not a Yankee fan.
Was that
It's
like
cool.
a-
Oh,
Oh.
you know why?
Orange and
blue.
blue? Mets.
Orange and blue.
Islander fan. Mets fan. Yep.
Orange
So
and
is it
blue.
no, I don't know how to spell harbor. Is it O-R?
Yeah.
O-R?
Unless you're English.
It could
Just-
be.
unless
it
you're
could be
English.
O-U-R.
Just making
Could
sure.
be O-U-R.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless
That's how I
English.
spelled it, actually.
Where's the spell check
Thought I
at?
was
I don't know.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
I
spell
have a
check on
computer
the
right in
notepads.
front of me.
Yeah,
That'd be
on
nice.
regular pads. What is he doing over there? He has a computer.
I'm old school, man.
He's got Google right there.
Old
But-
school. I
but
literally have Google on my screen right now in front of me.
No, but yeah, he's
But yeah, Boston Harbor, Long Island.
What's
Get
so?
to.
What's to see in Boston Harbor? And there's a lot more
Colonial
history on the
ships.
East Coast.
Yep.
Ah,
Colonial ships is
yeah.
really cool, and then all the pubs. The food's really good.
Giselle.
There you
Tom
go.
Brady.
Brady, you're gonna have to fight off Brady, but he goes to bed at 8:30. So
I
it's
got Tom Brady.
yeah.
Is that real? He goes to bed at 8:30. Tom
It's
Brady.
in the news. Yeah, that's how he stays so young. That's what he said.
On
I don't believe it.
like on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe that's why he has a moat, because if you go to sleep that early, it's more likely people would just
Dude,
feel
we
free
don't
to
want to get on
wander
Tom Brady. We can't even.
Yeah.
I hate Tom
Well-
Brady.
I am with you on that.
I'm with you too, man.
Yeah.
He's
You know, it's like how do you?
Who's Tom
how do
Brady?
you- Yep, exactly. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Who's Tom Brady?
He just has everything.
I only know about Joe Namath.
How did you describe it, Bruce?
He's got a better New
Let's
York
sprinkle
accent
a little
than I
too
ever
much
had.
magic on that guy.
Like Tom Brady has everything. When whoever makes people, maybe God, I don't know, was making people, and the conveyor belt got to Tom Brady, it got stuck, and the person that was sprinkling, the good luck and magic on people, it just he fell asleep, and he was oh snap, and then the dude was gone down the conveyor belt. He was like, "Oops, my bad."
Ooh.
I
Overload.
mean,
Maybe
That happens
nobody will
once
catch
in a while.
that.
That happens once
Maybe
in a while.
nobody will catch that.
honestly, I would feel better if Tom Brady was ugly. I
think we all would.
I would feel better if he was at least ugly. But you're model, handsome, Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Mandsome.
he might
Yeah,
be
he's
able to grow a
handsome.
better beard than you too.
He can. That pisses me off.
Oh, yeah.
You
it's
know,
too
I
bad.
run faster though.
Yeah, definitely.
That I
You could probably bench more too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you got him on that.
maybe.
Yeah.
Holla at me, Giselle.
Bruce Leroy.
Holy crap! Oh my god.
Yeah.
So we talk about music a lot, buddy.
Yep.
You and I have talked some music before. What are you listening to right now?
Actually, I told Mike this earlier. I'm on a Johnny Cash kick. I don't
Oh.
know why.
All right.
I'm
kinda
kind of
like
proud
it,
of
though.
you.
Fire
Yeah.
Investigator thing.
I know it's not none of that
You're-
screamo stuff. That,
Dude.
yeah. Squisper. That's yeah.
I want to know.
I haven't listened to that in a long time.
How do you even get started listening? How do you find that?
You
Right.
accidentally find. I don't even know.
What, Johnny Cash?
I don't even know how I ended up.
Screamo.
Oh,
Remember you
Screamo.
used to listen to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Squisper?
I don't know.
You still listen to any of that?
Not that much.
Not
no.
so much.
No.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was worried about you for a
realize
while.
it
I listen to a lot of brand new too. They're a Long
It's
Island band.
brand new.
Yeah. Brand new.
Brand new.
Brand
Brand
new.
new. It's brand new.
It's brand new
It's
to
brand
me.
new.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Brand new CD. You gotta check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brand new CD.
How ridiculous. What kind of music is it?
It's you would like it. It's a lot of acoustic.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
They have influences from Johnny Cash too, but they switch up every CD. They kind of they evolve a little bit.
brand new.
It's
Are they
pretty
big time? Are they nationally touring and stuff? Or?
good. No, they're pretty low. They're
Cool.
they're more like indie.
Brand new.
Yeah.
I'll write that down on my
On your-
1994
They're-
notepad.
Yes, and that's probably when they came out because it was high school, and yeah.
That was high school for me.
That's
I
not
wasn't high
brand
school.
new.
Yeah.
That's not brand new.
Well, yeah, it's brand old, but
94? Oh man.
What just happened?
but it's like your mind's
So
blown there.
He's listening to music. He,
Yeah.
he's plays a musical instrument. You know that, right?
You play the drums, don't you?
I used to. I'm a recovering drummer.
Oh. Oh.
Do you
why-
want a drum set? I'm trying to sell it. I don't have time.
I'm always looking for stuff.
Yeah.
$5?
Yeah.
A whole drum set.
It's a little less than what I paid for it, but we'll talk.
We can work something out.
We'll talk.
Just hit
So-
him with the Debo, you know.
So when's the last time you did? When's the last time you did play drums?
Yeah. Good question.
Probably like a year ago.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh,
2
that's
years ago.
not. Oh, that's pretty
So
recent.
how long were you playing though?
I would play sporadically, maybe. Oh, how long total?
Yeah.
He's like 7
Wow.
minutes one time.
Man, that is a good question. I'm trying to think of our first CD release. That was
You're
yeah.
free- I thought he was serious for a second. Like, is there a band Squisper?
I worked on that. Yeah. 'Cause but no, it's probably in high school. We were like, oh man, let's go start a band, like everybody does.
Yeah, for sure.
And we had a bunch of computer mics. We linked them up with a bunch of splitters.
What year are we talking?
Oh, dude. Man, that's a long time ago. I was probably
Late 90s,
17.
early. Okay.
So that was
2000,
that was
late
late
90s.
90s, almost 2000. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's probably like 2000. So I've been playing for that long.
So,
I'm
and when you say
terrible.
recovery, so
So bad.
you consciously quitting and getting rid of your drum set, yes?
I don't really want to.
Is the wifey making you get rid of it?
But Veronica says that I don't want to. Yeah.
This is a live podcast.
Well,
No, it's not
yeah,
live.
no.
Just kidding.
She'll watch
can edit
this
that
too.
out.
She'll
Your
watch
phone's
this.
ringing now.
Yeah.
You might want to answer that.
No, she's awesome. She wants us to learn guitar, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yo,
terrible with it.
Tony, hook him
I
up.
bet. Yeah.
I can hook you up.
Tony can
All right.
jam.
That'd
You
be
know
cool.
who
That'd be cool.
Mandy at work, she wants me to teach her a little bit of guitar. She just bought a blue one. Actually, she named it Johnny
Oh,
for
sweet.
after Johnny Cash.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we got a violin player here and a ukulele
Yes.
player. We have a band.
We do
But-
have a band.
It's a
Yeah.
terrible combination, though.
And what was
Why?
our band name, Mike from Jones? What was our
The
old
dinosaur.
school?
What was it called?
Mighty
The
Stegosaurus.
Mighty
Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We're back almost. We're missing
bring
it
Jesse
was-
and Jeff.
Yeah.
It was it was a country pop cover band.
And I'm hoping that you will give us a taste of it.
The booth
No?
right over
The
here.
booth is right over there. Yeah. That'll be on acoustic set later on in the podcast.
Oh, nice. Bonus. Excellent.
Man,
So yeah,
good times.
So,
drawing the blank, aren't you? Drawing the
right,
blank.
yo.
see, I told you we should have written questions down. We should have written questions down.
Yes.
Is writ a word?
No, it's a roast.
It is a word, but it doesn't mean
roast
that.
That's
questions.
a brother.
writ- a
That's
writ
a
is a
brother in
thing.
you coming out. I writ that.
Oh my God! You want to talk Lakers?
Oh no.
Kobe.
I mean, whoever thought anybody that thought the Lakers were going to be good this year is delusional.
Which
And
was
I'm
a lot of people.
I'm a diehard fan.
Who said?
Dude, there was a lot of people. Didn't you hear the
Oh,
thing
man.
on? They were talking on ESPN yesterday about it on Colin Cowherd. He was.
People were tweeting and
There was a shit ton of people.
and the people. I mean, it's okay to be a fan, but at some point you have to just know what's real. And what's real is this: Kobe is like almost 40. He's shooting the ball 30-something times
he's
a
done.
game, right? But you can't. I'm not blaming the team. When Dr. Buss died, the Lakers died. Management got problems. They got problems. Straight up.
Joe's not a big basketball fan.
Hockey though, yeah.
I like playing basketball, but I suck at it. I'm
You are-
terrible.
You still into hockey? You
I
were
try to
into
hit
hockey
people,
before, weren't
but
you?
yeah, no, I'm still playing hockey.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Still
play
playing? Do you
ice.
watch too? You're into the
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Avs, obviously. I'm thinking?
More of the Islanders. I was happy with
Really?
the 6-0 win that the Islanders had against the Avs the other day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Crushed
but
them.
yeah, I'm an Avs fan
Fucking
too.
A.
I'm an Avs fan,
Fucking
but
Avalanche.
it's that orange and blue. It's
Orange
that
and blue.
man.
The greatest teams in the world. All orange and blue. It's no makes sense.
Yep.
The Syracuse
Chicago Bears.
the Syracuse Orangemen, orange and blue. New York,
had their shorts.
The Long Island Islanders, orange and blue. New York Mets, orange and blue. New York Knicks, orange and blue. It's not a coincidence, folks. Orange and
The
blue.
Broncos.
Fuck the Broncos.
Sorry.
Mike's a
Is that a
Cowboys
sore
fan,
subject?
man.
Oh,
Hey.
Romo. Yeah,
Yeah, that is, bro.
yeah. I'm sorry.
I don't know what's your team's record.
I don't want to talk about him.
Okay.
Mike.
What is
I didn't
it?
bring
What's your
up
team's
what is
record?
your Bears.
Look, we're in a rebuilding year. I'm not keeping
That's
track.
his record.
That's
Okay, I
No,
think
no,
my team at the table has the best record so far.
He went there.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. It's that running game.
He's gonna
buddy.
choke though.
It's the running game. It's not
The
even
running game is not
Tony
even
Romo.
passing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the,
Yeah, we got
That
child
beast.
beaters on our team and stuff, so we're not really
Oh.
what's
that is so sad, man.
Yeah.
Every time I think about Adrian Peterson, I just get sad. All that talent, that amazing individual. It's all done.
You know, it makes me want to ask you guys. You guys are fathers, so I asked a question, and this was even a question that I asked my dad.
Mhm.
Who have you ever been spanked? Any of you guys been spanked?
I got my ass whooped.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
I got
my dad
spanked,
took
I
the
think it
belt
works.
off.
I
Yeah.
think it works if you don't go too far.
and he went too far.
Yes.
He straight up went too far. It was
Yes.
too much. But I think he was a casualty too at the time because with the Ray Rice situation swirling, AP picked
Yeah.
like the worst time possible
Mhm.
to have something, any kind of abuse come out. And part of that was, it was a casualty. But I guess to you guys, I mean, do you guys think you'll spank your kids?
Well, the first question I have with that is like, I always wondered, did they ever say what the kid did?
I don't know.
I'm sure they didn't cover that.
They
Come on,
did. They
did
did.
they?
They did say.
Oh.
So his younger brother was playing, I guess, a video game, and he pushed him off the game. So he pushed him and took the controller
okay.
from him, or something to that extent. So
See, that's right
That's
there.
a timeout.
That's a violation.
That's a timeout
That's a
for me.
violation right there. You have
Yeah.
to wait
In
till the
my
other
house,
one
that's a
dies.
timeout.
I'm the hippie, dude. I'm not into spanking. I spanked Jaden because I have 3 kids, and my oldest I spanked when he was younger, and I just hated it, man. I hated the feeling, and it never felt like it accomplished anything except you fear me, you do what I want, and it felt like a that kind of thing. So I started reading stuff, and I read this book called Scream-Free Parenting, and it was kind of this a whole different approach. So we do timeouts.
Gotcha.
Like when he gets in trouble, you sit down in the chair, and you're going to sit there, and the amount of time that you're on the timeout is the number of minutes of years you're old.
How old you are.
Yeah, so if you're 8, you sit there for 8 minutes, etc.
I think we've read that. I haven't read it personally, but Veronica has. She does that.
She summarized
that
it for
she's
you.
good.
Yeah.
But I spank, but it's a slap on the hand. It's that's it. And then we talk, and then we talk it out.
No, not at all. No, I do too. Listen, because I think it's one of those things, spanking, especially if you use it sparingly, it's one of those things that has a huge impact.
Exactly.
Like, I very rarely do it, but the other day, well, actually, not the other day, but 2 months ago, our youngest grabbed a hold of our middle one and just bit into her arm like she was eating a steak.
Oh, ouch.
And so I popped her good.
Like
on
she
the-
was on them bath
See,
salts.
there's levels of...
I'm going to jail now.
Yeah.
Like she was on that bath salts.
No, but
Yeah.
a little
Right.
spank is fine if you're not angry when you do it. You
That
can't
is-
be angry.
that's exactly
when you
what the book talked about. I mean, that's the crucial part. Is like, I
So
remember
wait.
when I got spanked, my dad was pissed.
do it. Yes.
Okay, so
I only
let me-
got twice.
So here, okay, so here's a scenario: something really bad happens that your kid does.
Okay.
You're really mad at it. So you're telling me you wait before you come back and spank?
I tell Myra to take care of it.
Okay, because I was going to say,
I'm gonna
like,
kill the
how does
boy.
the kid
Cool
know
down.
then at that point in time what they did was wrong? If you have to wait and come back to it.
No, you have to address it immediately.
Right away.
Yeah, you
But
take care of
it's
it
not
right
like
away.
they're a dog. I mean, it's not like you have 35 seconds if you don't.
It takes
But there is some truth to that for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
It takes your own kind of self-control to be like, all right, well, it's not that bad what they did, so let me just make sure we take care of this discipline so we don't have a little spoiled brat growing up later on.
I would almost just
And-
rather have you be mad. Just be mad. Because my dad would hit me with that line like,
Okay, the line.
so I know he's going to listen to this too. So I'm just,
You in
oh,
trouble.
yeah, you know, look, now you know, and real suave too. This is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. Bullshit.
That's when you know you're in trouble.
If it's going to hurt you that much, then don't spank me.
And what was the other line too? You said that there's more other kids that would like to be in your spot right now.
No. Oh, he'd always say that, you know, so that I only got whooped twice in my life. And the second time.
Same with me.
Yep. The second time, I got the message real quick. The second time he said, yeah, now you know, we give you everything. And there's a whole bunch of kids that would trade places with you right now. I was like, fuck it, go find them.
You know what really worked for me? Scared the hell out of me. I don't know what I was doing, but I was pissing my mom off. I was probably like 6 or 7, and I was being really bad, I guess. And she kicked me outside of the front door, and she said, "I'm calling the cops on you."
Ooh.
And she said, "You're staying out there." And she locked the door. That scared the hell out of me.
My sister
'Cause I thought she
called
was
the
actually
cops
gonna do it.
twice.
On you?
I thought she was actually gonna do
No, one time she was super little, and she just called and was like,
What's up?
"Hey, what's going on?" And if I remember right, they asked. I don't know. She'll probably correct me. Maybe they didn't, but I think they asked her questions about it and led them to believe there was a situation. But then that goes to show the time, though, how times have changed. Because when the cops got there, my mom went out there and told them, scare the shit out of her. And then they did. They put her in the car, said she was going to jail. That you can't do that now. That wouldn't happen. That's not.
Oh, no,
Now they're breaking down the door.
This is like
that's it.
1987 or something, probably.
Do you guys think age has something to do with it? Because I
With
think
what?
the older, like with whether or not you'd spank a kid or not, because the older I got, spanking wasn't a threat. I mean, I'd still be like, oh, man, I don't want to get whooped because he would whoop me now. He don't play. But now it's like, or as you got older, it was like, man, if your parents would just say, just really disappointed in you. Like now
Yeah,
that
it's
to me is like 90 times worse than a spanking. It's like, oh, man.
Yep.
Same thing. What happened with me is I outgrew my mom at a very young age, so
Can you imagine?
intimidation wasn't there anymore.
You're gonna spank this?
And so my mom would spank until you cried. So at that point in time, you had to fake a cry. Oh my God! She's like, "Okay, I'm done."
Is she
I hope you
listening
learned
now?
your lesson.
Is she listening now? Does she
My
know
mom
that you
is not
faked it?
internet savvy, so
Oh, man.
Really?
Nice.
In 2014, huh?
my mom is old school, guys.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I think she still has the Nokia phone with a snake on it.
Dude, those things are
Whoa.
indestructible. You could run them over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Is that the brick one?
Yeah.
No, remember that one where you can change antennas and all that shit?
Uh-huh.
And the
Back
covers
in high
and the
school.
faceplates. Yep.
Buttons.
Wow. She's
I
hanging
remember that.
on to it.
Get that light up LED battery
Yeah,
cover.
that
Remember that?
used all your battery.
Yeah. It sucked. There were no colors.
That's true.
Why didn't anybody text as much as they did
Because it took forever.
Because you had to do the.
Hey.
It was all numbers.
Yeah, that's true. You had to hit them.
But you know what?
That's right.
You got good at it.
Oh,
Yeah,
fast.
You could just be like
Dude,
this.
you could be like in class.
Yep. Right underneath.
Yep.
Yeah, fast. That's true. I knew a girl that could text like that and not look at her phone. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's how, I mean, you
That's
know.
skills.
Right?
And then the two ways came out.
Oh,
the QWERTY keyboards. Remember that?
That was the first one.
Yeah.
and the Nextels too.
Yep. I had
That
that
push to talk?
That was the first one.
Everybody wanted to hear that sound.
It's funny because everybody has a smartphone now, but I'm going to tell you, like I told my dad, man, smartphones ain't shit but a glorified pager. Because let's be honest, you call me, don't leave me a message. You need to text me, or if you call, I see you called, I'll call you.
Tony,
Back.
You don't do that either. You don't check your voicemails.
Do I listen to voicemails?
I just delete it right away. I don't
Mike
even hear
does
it.
not listen to voicemails.
Don't leave me a message.
Nice.
Like if you,
I left him
that's the
23
message.
since I've known him.
Yeah, that's the message. You called me, I see you called, I'm going to call you back.
Tony leaves me a message every single time.
Yeah, he leaves you.
Tony's old school.
Old
Is
school.
that old school?
Old school. Here we go again. I
Is that
got the
old school?
notepad and the
Notepad,
pen
write that
and-
down.
You have a fanny
but
pack
I,
too,
but I
right?
have a fancy.
You have a
Hell
fanny pack
yeah!
too,
I got a
right?
fanny
Okay.
pack.
All right.
You guys want a
All
fanny
right.
pack?
No, I'm good.
I might have a couple for you.
I got a belt. It's
Fanny packs are the
too big
shit,
for
man.
a
It's
fanny
so
pack.
convenient. And all that crap in your pockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, nobody here knows.
Keep in
what
your
I
fanny
mean.
pack.
Wallet, keys.
What's your back
What's
pocket?
your pocket for?
Are you wearing
Because-
pocketless jeans?
No, because I don't want to sit like this.
Do you want to?
35. My back it hurts.
You want to
sometimes.
show the curves?
They got enough money to worry
You want
about
to show
it.
your
My
curves
wallet's
off. Yeah.
Got that sciatic nerve.
He's trying to show the curves through his pants. That's why.
I don't want to mess with it. I want to mess with perfection.
So you just a fanny pack just has a wallet. That's it.
It's a manny pack because he.
You have whatever you have to carry in it. Sometimes I carry a pen in it.
Treats for the kids.
You never know when you might need a pen. You might need to write something down.
That makes sense.
You are old school.
I
My
am. I am
father-in-law,
totally old school.
my
It might be a
father-in-law,
pencil too.
My wife's grandfather, they all have the pocket. Old school.
The pocket protector.
Yep.
The pocket with the notepad in it.
Okay.
Oh,
Write things down as they
Yeah.
as they
Nice.
go
You don't need
through.
a task list on your phone.
good,
You got
yeah.
pen and paper right there.
it's quicker to write it down. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I still
For
keep
me
a
it is.
notepad with like grocery list and like
Oh, that's
a
right. We were
brief
talking
to-do
about
list.
that.
Yeah, I still have
Yeah.
a notepad.
My notepads are here.
I have too many notepads. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest.
I learned this from a very bright dude. He said a short pencil is better than a long memory. He happens to be the
Words of
president of
wisdom.
customer relations right now at Auto Trader.
Wow.
Words of wisdom.
That is
That's
right.
pretty
Short
good.
pencil
I like
better
that.
than a long memory.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What if that pencil is
Because
gone?
we write it down.
What if the memory leaves?
What if the pencil's gone?
What if you run out of that pencil? That pencil is short.
You got to have a backup pencil.
Yeah.
Grab a pen.
Well, the pencils then short pencils. I'd rather have a long pencil.
A long pencil than a short pencil.
Yeah,
That's
come
mine.
on. That's mine. There you go.
I just came up with that.
There you go.
Oh my god, dude! I'm looking at this article right now. A 5-year-old passes Microsoft exam.
Huh?
What do you mean?
You guys see
What
this?
do you mean
Microsoft
Microsoft?
Ayan Qureshi
Is
is now a Microsoft certified professional after passing the tech giant's exam when he was just 5 years old.
He's Indian.
He is.
Okay.
That makes sense too.
I knew
But-
he was Indian or Asian.
But those
Well,
kids,
India is technically ageless.
kids can use iPads and everything like that way better than I can.
Oh, you're
I'm
right.
not gonna lie.
Dude, I know.
It's
Here we go.
natural for them.
Now that you're talking about the kids,
Totally natural.
iPads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When is your kid going to get a cell phone?
Oh man.
When I got mine, I got mine at 16 when I had to pay for it.
Exactly.
That's it.
I had to pay
Yeah.
for my own cell phone.
Just wait till you feel the pressures of an 8-year-old and all his friends who have them. My son doesn't
Are you
have one.
kidding?
My son didn't have one.
Yo,
Your son's friends
hey,
have a
I'm with
cell
that.
phone already.
I'm
dude.
with that.
No, my kids. Oh,
No,
their
your
friends?
son's friends?
Oh, definitely.
What do they need a cell phone
definitely.
for?
Even my nieces. I can't remember when they had their first cell phone, but I felt like it was too early.
Hey, put this in your little Google task. We're gonna play in the playground at 4:00.
Yeah,
Put that in the
no,
Google.
I can't imagine. Jaden has a mini iPad, and he
I don't even have one of those.
he does. He'll send me text messages. We got like apps on there where you can do it for free, where you can send limited amount of text messages and stuff like that. And he sends real simple texts, which is cool.
Meatloaf.
But he doesn't take it to school.
No.
He's downstairs. You're upstairs. Meatloaf.
yeah, it's time to wrap up the recording and go eat. Well, yeah, it's communicating important.
So what is it then? Because
What?
me and him say
I really don't know.
16.
Honestly, I would have said 16 as well. And now I'm just watching time change and technology change, and I'm watching the pressures going, I don't want him to be that dude. He's the only guy of his 25 friends. They all have cell phones, and his dad, nope.
So
With
you're
his
saying
dad with
you're
his
saying
pad
that
and
we
his
didn't
fanny
end up
pack.
that cool. That we didn't end up that cool because we
You need
had
to work
wait
that to your benefit.
That's
straight
what you're
up. Like, if he needs to check in, all your friends got phones, you don't got an excuse.
Yeah. See, I think you have to adapt.
So
I think you got to adapt instead of.
So now that you mentioned that, when I was up and coming in middle school, everyone had a pager.
Up and coming.
Everybody had a pager, you guys. Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted a pager. I go, Mom, let me get a pager, man. My mom
in
goes,
elementary,
in middle school.
middle school.
My mom goes, "What do you need a pager for?" I was like, "Yo, just in case you need to get in touch with me, you can page me and I can call you from where you at that I don't know."
That's a good point.
I should know where you're at all the time.
Well, see, and that's what's different with the cell phone.
Okay, Mom.
yeah. I'm a doctor.
Well, everyone else has them. Only drug dealers have pagers.
Dude.
Is your mom talking like that?
Yeah.
Only drug dealers.
That's what my dad
Drug
did,
dealers and
man.
doctors.
Like,
Yeah. Drug
Damn.
dealers like, no.
It was
no.
true, though.
And so I didn't get it. I didn't get a pager.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Everyone else had
Me
it.
It's better for you. It's better you didn't get one at that age.
But then when you bought your own phone, then you could do whatever you want. They couldn't take it away?
They couldn't take it away.
Because who pays the
'Cause
bill?
I paid
I
for
pay
it.
the bill.
how old were you when
Think
you
about
tried to
that.
pull that?
16.
Were you still staying at your parents' house?
Yes.
You lucky. I'm gonna tell you.
I've gotten other things taken away from me, but I was paying
See,
for
that's
that.
how my parents were, too. If it was something that they had given to me or anything like that, they can take it from me. So I caught on real quick at a young age. I bought all my shit.
Yeah.
I bought my own little TV, little 13-inch TV. Bought my own little PlayStation. I got grounded. They sent me downstairs
Go to your room.
to my room.
got it.
You got it.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Going in there, and then, in
Yeah.
their philosophies, I earned that money. I worked hard to get that stuff. They can't take it away from me because that's mine.
Mm-hmm. I think it's important, though. I think that's good. I think it's good. But for me, he still has limits on video games. Jaden he can buy his own stuff. He gets an allowance every week and everything. But there's still limits. He can't just because it's his doesn't mean he can play video games all the time, anytime he wants. Chores got to be done. Things, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So.
a job.
That's exactly.
That is your job.
That's
Yeah.
I'm training it.
You're just right. Dude, that's right.
Growing up, that was
Teaching
my
the
dad
work
tell
for
you
it.
straight up. He'd be like, "Look, I go do my job every day, and you need to go do yours. School is your job. Your school and your chores, that's your job." He's like, "If I don't do my job, we don't eat. You like to eat?" I'm like,
Puts it in
yeah,
perspective.
yeah.
Huh?
Yep, it did. I mean, as long as the grades were straight and the chores got done, it was all good around my crib. But that's a lie though. I did get whooped for not carrying my cell phone. I got whooped once.
Really?
See,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That was the second time I ever got whooped because he used to take that phone with you. Take that phone with you. When I call you, you better answer. Take that phone. So I left it at home one day, and he called me, and I didn't answer. And I
Was
got
it like the
home.
one day he called, or did he call you a lot?
Oh, he would call. It was like the one day he called me after school, and I was supposed to do something. And I didn't have the phone, And the funny thing is, now he don't answer the phone for shit,
Yep.
right? I got whooped for not
That's
answering
that.
my
He
phone.
might
I've
he wants.
I've texted your dad before, and it's been like a week later that he responded back.
Dude, I called my dad on Sunday after the Raiders game, right? And he called me back today, and he was like, "Hey, man, why don't you answer your phone?" I'm like, "Dude, what? I called you on Sunday." And it wasn't like it rang and went to voicemail. It was like you hit the do not answer button.
Yeah.
The irony.
I got to meet your dad, buddy.
He's a cool guy.
Good dude.
Yep.
Sounds like a good dude. That's old school. That's real old school. I'm not
Mr.
real old
Mr. Bruce Leroy. Senior.
Yes. Yes. You got to see him gut a fish. That's impressive.
You guys been fishing, yeah? Oh, we should.
I didn't go fishing with them. I was too tired and I was lazy. They were out on the boat.
What were you doing?
I was camping.
Oh.
I was in
He
the
was
tent.
drinking Fireball.
I was camping.
Yeah. I was holding down the fort, making sure nobody broke in there. That's fine.
That was
On that makeshift tent, remember?
oh,
remember their
man,
tent?
dude. That was crazy. Like a
They need
tarp
to put
with
instructions like sewn onto a tent so you don't ever forget them. I needed a YouTube video for
What kind of
that.
tent did you guys have?
It wasn't mine.
It was Jeff.
Yeah.
That
Was it a
dude.
big tent?
Jeff had a
huge one.
12-person tent, and like
Oh,
the wind kept on blowing, so like it didn't stay up, and so it just looked like DIA. Honestly, like his tent was just like
All super uneven and drooping.
uneven and
Ghetto
droopy and
cheaper.
parts, everything like that. But Jeff was a trooper. He slept in it, man. Him and Joe Dub.
I know.
Him and Joe Dub slept in that thing.
Just wake up completely just wrapped up like in a blanket.
We need to do that again,
fun.
especially the time that we went and Jesse wakes up in the middle of the night and what the heck?
I'm hitting Joe. I'm hitting
Jesse-
Joe because we're in the same tent.
Yeah.
Hitting Joe. I'm like, and Joe wakes up. He's like, "What is he doing?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know."
Is this that last trip?
Yeah, when we were when No new friends, Tony. No new friends trip.
No new friends trip.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
When you decided to make new
yeah.
friends
You were there.
on your little run up in the
Oh,
mountains.
yeah.
oh, you're talking about the first one. 'cause
Yeah.
you
the
guys
first
went on
one.
another
First
one.
one.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
'Cause we didn't go fishing on
We
that
went
one.
on the other one.
Yeah.
We went on the one
okay.
after it. But
Yeah, well, they seem nice. They like
They
the
seem-
mountains.
you
I
never
like the
make
mountains.
friends in the woods. You don't make friends in the woods.
Yeah.
Have you seen scary movies?
Yeah, no, I.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
His mic's out.
Did your mic just go out? Okay, hold on.
So yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's when we were out camping.
Mhm.
Tony was in his health like fix,
Oh yeah.
and so he was always running. Do you
Yeah.
remember that, Jared?
Yeah. He was in
And
super
so
shape then.
He was in super shape, and he was always
trying to get us to do it.
yeah. And
I didn't
We were
wanna do that.
hungover still because we were camping.
That's what you do.
That's what you do when you camp. But yeah, no, Tony ran a lot, and on that trip, Tony actually met some rogue campers.
Yes.
Were they runners?
Yes.
No,
No,
they weren't
they-
even run. He was
no.
laying in the, when we visited him. He was laying in the middle
Yes.
of the road.
Yes, that's right. And Mike and I, we were the smart ones.
No, they were
We
drunks. They were definitely
And you wanted to be
drunks.
friends with them. The dude
I like
is
to be friends with everybody, man.
the dude's sleeping bag is in the middle of the dirt road.
That's a
I
sign.
didn't
And
say
he was
a
in his
s-
underwear.
The tent, yeah.
that was the
sign.
part. I wasn't too into that part.
And there was alcohol and fighting going on
But
when
you-
we rolled
but
up.
that was the enticing thing. Was
Yes.
when Tony came back. He goes, "Yo, they have beer." They have a whole bunch
That's a
of
good
beer over
friends
there.
to
And
make.
we're like, okay.
All right, let's go check it out. Mike and I were
They
like, all right,
did
we'll
have
go with you.
beer. They had beer.
And we went
did-
over there,
Yep.
and me
Jesse
and-
was thankful for my befriending of people. Yes.
But no, we went, and like you guys are sitting there talking, and this guy was being fucking weird, and me and Joe recognized it. And
He turned out
We're
to be a
like,
bizarre
hey,
character.
look at that
Yeah,
cliff up there.
what's that? We guys,
That's
we left
pretty-
you
we
guys.
should check that out.
I didn't know if you guys noticed that, but we left.
Yeah,
you.
and we left.
Oh yeah.
That's probably when you should have left too.
Yeah, we tried to give you hints, but Mike and I were the only ones that
No,
got
I was
it.
taking one for the team because I was like, I probably shouldn't have invited this random guy to the campsite. He's really fucking weird and super drunk,
But he's got beer.
Yeah.
but he does have beer.
But then that night, Jesse was out in the tent. What the heck? Or outside of the tent, crawling around.
He had to pee. Okay, he had to pee, and
Uh-huh.
his area that he chose to put the tent down was on cactus bed.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's
That's why I'm glad we shared a tent, not them.
So I woke up and I'm like looking, I'm like rubbing my eyes, and I'm like standing there. Like Joe like wakes up, he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What the fuck is Jesse doing?" And Jesse's like he's like a fucking mountain lion.
Yeah.
He's like
like the shoulder
prowling.
blades are up and
He's
everything.
like prowling through.
Yeah.
And he like walks into his tent. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Well, come to find out, like we didn't know. And then we asked Jesse, we're like, what are you doing? He goes, there's some cactus. And I was kind of feeling around for them to see where they were slowly.
Wouldn't you
So-
just wear your shoes? and
It's
walk?
Jesse.
I would.
That's
think
all you gotta
bare
say.
hands is not going to help you on the ground at night.
Yeah.
When there's cactuses.
He probably had been drinking.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
we definitely.
We
lot of
didn't see
things-
him half that night until that time.
Yeah.
After we made our escape.
A lot of things seemed like good ideas before you started drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I was totally sober when I met the dude. I have no excuses. None.
Yeah.
Were you running down there, or were you just trying to go to that bathroom? I forgot what you were doing.
No, I was running. I was jogging.
He was jogging. Remember, he got up and
You should just kept
See,
out.
exercise kills. That's what I'm saying. I don't run.
I don't know. Look at me. Fabulous shape.
I
You know.
sprint.
You
know?
do. That's supposed to be actually a lot better for you than like long distance running and stuff.
Like we could do, 100 yards, 40 yards. Like football, basketball movements are great, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. When we go running like on lunch, it like to kill me. When we train for the Tough Mudder, like a mile is nothing. And I don't know if it's like white people and Ethiopians, but y'all motherfuckers can run forever. Like Stephanie has not run in like 6 months. She hops on a treadmill. She's like, "Oh yeah, I just ran 4 miles today." I was like, "What? Why?
Why?
What did you do that for?
What was after
Why'd
you?
you do that for?" Oh my god! And it's like nothing. Like, dude, if I ran 4 miles, my back hurts, my lower back hurts, my knees hurt, I'm winded, and I feel like I'm in good shape. But the long distance is just not me.
Yeah. Well, what you do is actually a lot better for you. And then they have that. Remember that fart lick? It's really called fart lick. I'm not kidding around. It's a type of training, and it's where you do like periods of super fast sprinting, and then followed by just like really slow, casual jogging. And you do it back and forth. It's supposed to be
heard
one of
about
the
that
best
too.
things for you. But there's a lot more health benefits, I think, to sprinting and like those quick strength movements.
Fluctuations.
And it can actually increase muscle too.
Yeah, I think it's
Gonna-
more taxing though on your joints. You know, like it is stopping.
I
you
don't know
going
about that.
at breakneck speed. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, but you're moving, and so you're a lot less friction on the ground because you're moving so fast. And the other thing with long distance running is you're just doing it for a long time. And when you're jogging, I think there's more of a jarring kind of thing, and you're doing it for a longer period of time. So my knee's currently jacked up. So kinda coming from a biased perspective.
I like to have skates. That's the only thing I do. If I got something on my feet, I'm good.
Yeah,
That's it.
Dan, did you rollerblade back in the day? We talked about that on the last
Oh, yeah.
podcast. Remember?
Oh yeah.
We were talking about rollerblading and how it's gone out,
Dude,
gone
they're
out of
awesome.
style. Do you still? Do you have a pair of rollerblades?
I do, but they have
Yes.
dust all over them.
How many people do you have a pair of rollerblades?
of course. Got the purple, hot
Really?
purple wheels on them.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
man.
Do you get how often you ride on them?
Shit. They're like size 6, so I haven't rode those prices.
And you kept those?
He said he has.
95.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Do you have a pair of rollerblades?
No, I don't. Again,
Mike,
I outgrow
we
him.
missed the boat. We need to
Mike
get some
shouldn't be
roller-
doing that though,
Well, we
because
used to
we
go
heard
Skate
about his
City.
snowboarding story.
No, I am.
So-
Okay, it's wheels. I'm good with wheels. Not.
Oh,
Oh. Is it that different to you? Is it different, like ice skates and rollerblades?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, it's
Oh, yeah.
different, but is it super different?
yeah. Because
Okay.
for a point in time when I first started playing ice, because I
Harder on
played.
your ankles.
Yeah,
You play in a league, by the way?
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
play. I play at Ice Ranch.
Okay.
So, but I started playing roller hockey when I was 8. And I was playing roller hockey all the way up until about 4 years ago, and then I started playing ice. I always wanted to play ice, but I was too broke. And and I was doing roller and ice like in the same week. I was on 2 different teams, and I would go back from ice to roller, and I would think, oh man, cool, I can cut just I can do turns just as easy as I can do ice, and then your ankles just flop over.
Yeah.
There's more friction.
It's so it's weird too, and my rollerblades are angled like this, and my skates are flat. So as soon as I step on them, legs out from
Have you been
under
ice
me,
skating
but
before,
I can't do
Tony?
I have. I'm
How'd it
okay.
go?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I was okay. I fell a couple times.
How about
Can you
you,
stop?
Bruce Leroy?
I mean, I can ice skate.
Not so much.
You can ice skate?
Where there's a
Other
wall, I can
I
stop.
can.
Yeah,
Who's
just
the-
use other people.
You-
That's
wait,
the trick.
you ice skate? You
Who's
said Bruce
the
Leroy
brother?
ice skate?
Who's the
You-
brother on the ice?
Wow.
I can ice skate and roller blade because to me they're very similar. Dude,
Yes,
I
yeah.
can't roller skate.
Oh my God,
Oh.
me either.
Nothing. Oh man, we
Me
used to go
either.
to Skate City and like
Front brakes? What the
What
fuck
do you
is that?
What do you think is with that? Because I would think skating would be
Makes
much
no
more
sense.
stable because you got 4 wheels, like compared to a motorcycle,
Okay.
right?
It's weird. You can't
Like
turn-
a car
you
and a
can't turn on
motorcycle
that.
would be
You can't turn on it.
equivalent.
But here's the thing. Okay, my thing that kills me is the fucking front brake. Who in their right mind decided that in order to stop, I need to put forward so I can just
Yep.
Yeah,
roll around?
that's a really
like with the
good point.
rollerblade again. Remember the technologies too on the rollerblades?
Yes.
They had those one rollerblades where you can lean back your foot
And
it
it
had
moved
the
it?
auto brake.
Oh, it would
Yes.
drop it. Yeah, it would drop
Had
the
the
brake.
auto brake.
Those were sick.
Those are awesome.
Yeah,
Those were sick.
Well, you
Dude,
remember
that's
the difference in quality too. Like I remember my rollerblades were not the same rollerblades that my buddy had. His were like clear, and you can almost see through them. They're like this, like smooth.
Like yeah,
Yeah, you're like,
X Games quality.
When they skated, you're like, when they would turn and stuff. Mine were like clink, clink, clink.
yeah, those were mine.
He had the Fisher Price hard plastic wheels.
You got to tighten the wheels
Wasn't that
after every half.
different?
Mine were like
half
literally
mile.
rollerblade brand, rollerblade.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were like hot green and
They were good.
No,
Rollerblades
those were
brand was
good.
Yeah.
Those were good.
That was
Yeah,
that
but
was
that
a good
wasn't
kind.
like that. He's talking about the kind where they used to grind the rail, the X Games.
I
kind.
had those.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what
they-
I
I
had
used
too.
to do that, and I
Those
sucked
I had
at
the
it.
real
rollerblade
ones.
That was
ones,
terrible.
and then I had
Yeah.
the Bauer.
Bauer ones.
made some too.
Those were
on
the good
those.
ones.
I actually used to do that, and I tried to jump over this chain. It was spread across to block off a parking lot.
It'd be bad.
And
Yeah.
I used to be able to jump pretty high, I'm not going to lie. And this thing was about, 2 feet off the ground. I caught that face plant right on this. Yeah. it was
See,
nice.
that's why.
Okay, so
I stopped doing
hold
that
on.
then.
So that's where the difference is. Black people high is not 2 feet. I can.
No, I'm saying
just say that.
What I'm saying is that was
your
low.
high. You said your high was 2 feet.
No, I'm saying
Okay.
the chain was lower than my high. I used to be able to jump over shopping carts face down. Like
Okay.
you got a handle, you turn it down. I
when
used
we-
to be able to jump over that.
We had Jose on last week.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I rollerbladed too." And then the more I hear all you guys talking, I'm like, I didn't rollerblade.
No,
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
bro-
No, you just put some skates on it.
And what could you do in those clanky things? It was just, it wasn't.
Nah,
it
I
didn't have
did
the same
level.
mobility.
I don't know.
I
That's
rollerbladed
fun.
like you.
Yeah,
It was like You know what I'm saying? But I'm not jumping on nothing. I'm not grinding on nothing. And like, it was crazy. You remember when Skate City used to be open?
Yeah,
Skate
it's still
City.
open actually.
Yeah, well,
the one in Aurora.
I don't probably not go there no more.
Now, is this a roller rink?
Yeah.
Could you
Skate
and
City.
could you have rollerblades and skates there?
At one point they did.
At one point, they had like different, like only roller skates and then rollerblades, and then they combined.
Then they had both, and it was like I was the only black kid on rollerblades.
Really?
Yeah, it was like all the other black kids had on the roller skates, and they were silky smooth and the soft.
Haven't you seen Roll Bounce?
Yeah, they was like roll bounce. Look, I was on the rollerblades. I was just like speeding, like athlete.
You
like,
weaving in and out of them?
Oh,
You
yeah.
get more.
And again,
you get more speed?
somebody probably had to kick in like, who's the brother on the rollerblades?
Look at this swirly nigga. He's light skinned. Don't just give him a pass, dog. He's light skinned. No,
They coming back. They coming back though.
Oh, we coming back. We making a comeback. Kanye ain't got nothing on me.
Kanye West. I
Kanye's,
love
speaking
Kanye
about
West,
West,
music, man.
right?
I really do.
Kardashian just did that paper thing.
She's
Everyone's like, that is super photoshopped. No way someone can have a.
That's photoshopped. I
no
think
one-
she-
we're
I
Talking
think
about
she got a
is
lot
that
of
the oily butt picture or whatever.
Yeah, no way.
How do you get champagne to fall like that?
when you're rich, you can do anything.
You can't.
With photoshopping.
That's that
you
high
can-
class.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you kill your mic there again?
No, it's good.
Cool.
It's a love tap.
But no, that's like with the with the whole thing. There is no way because that's like I was listening to something actually on NPR, and they were talking about the realities of Disney and how it portrays, or just cartoons in general, onto children. I was saying, like the
You
figures,
got the waist like this big.
the figures that these
Yeah.
frozen princesses or whatever.
Right.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know what
movie,
it
by
is,
the way, too.
That
I watch it a lot.
that those that they have is an unattainable. And if you look at that, like those pictures, they're everywhere on the internet. Because the title is Kim Kardashian breaks the internet. But you look at that waist, and you're like, that is no way.
So you definitely think
I
it's
agree.
like Photoshop?
I agree with my comment.
Well, they
She
showed,
just had a baby.
yeah. And there was this thing on
That
Reddit.
doesn't happen?
There's actually a thing on Reddit, like they have a whole bunch of people that re-Photoshop things, and they were like, "This is what it actually should look like," and it was like, you're like, "No, that ain't hot."
I mean, it wasn't even that big a deal to me. No way. Like, oh, she did a full frontal and her butt showing. I'm like, I seen you 5 years ago before you was anybody getting stuck by Ray J.
Yeah.
So
well,
I already saw you naked.
everybody's desensitized to all that stuff, and quite frankly, I don't care about. We should be desensitized to anything sex related. We look at the movies we watch, people getting their heads blown off and heads chopped off, and then we freak out if it has anything to do with sex.
It's happening everywhere. Yeah.
Her butt. Oh my
everywhere.
God! Watch a movie, 3 guys beheaded simultaneously.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
I mean,
okay though.
yeah, I agree with you. I give it up to her.
The Saw movies,
That meat.
the Hostel
Yeah.
movies.
You know what I
Terrible.
found out? Speaking of Saw, the director from Saw did Fast 7.
Really?
It's the same guy.
I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
It's the same
I
guy.
saw
I
it
had
on
no idea.
Tyrese's Facebook thing, dude.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When they said Paul Walker died, I was heartbroken.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, I know that
Me
sounds
too.
corny,
Yep.
but like
No.
I grew up with those movies. Do you
Yes.
remember that? That was
Yes.
like, man, when we saw that first Fast and Furious. Like, I've always loved cars, but that just cranked it into a whole. I was like, I need a
When I saw that
Civic.
Fast first, no,
Yeah.
when I saw the first Fast
I'm
Furious, I
gonna
was
go
like,
under a tractor
yo,
trailer.
I need that GSX.
Dude.
I need that
Good
Eclipse
luck.
GSX.
I mean, I had the
Little do you
cars.
know that the GSX is like a rare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
extremely
good luck
rare
finding
car.
I wanted the Supra, and that's you're not having that.
It was
either.
just crazy just to think about that. I remember having like the Paul Walker action figure, and it came with the
Wait,
the
yeah, you went
Mitsubishi.
through
There were
far.
figures?
Yeah,
What?
figures.
He was
Yeah.
a super fan.
Yeah, I
didn't
think I
even
was
know
too
they had
old.
that.
There were- I
So
didn't-
you could buy the cars from the movie. They were like collectibles, and I had the Mitsubishi from the movie, and it came with like a Paul Walker statue that
Oh,
was like
nice.
yay big. So I had them, I had them like lined up, him and Dom. It was up by my CDs and stuff. That's where I kept my collectibles. I was like next to my Kobe Bryant and my.
You still
Eric
got some of that
Johnson.
stuff? Or?
Oh man, I never get rid of that. That's in boxes.
Do you guys save your toys?
Yeah,
When you're a
I have
kid?
some.
Yeah.
I have
Too
My
much?
Magic
mom
cards.
still has my Ninja Turtles.
I mean,
House.
same
Do you have
here.
the Ninja
My
Turtles?
dad's actually got my Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I had those. I
I
had
was
a lot
a
of
big
those.
Ninja Turtle. So Ninja Turtles. I got a new Ninja Turtle
Oh, shit.
every week.
Shit. We got about 40 seconds. Want to thank our guest, Joe D, for coming on the podcast this week. Of course, we got Bruce Leroy will be joining us again next week. Next week, we got musician Dom Impey joining us. I think that's the night of the Pacquiao fight. We're going to be talking a little bit about the fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good stuff.
Waiting for that Mayweather.
It's gonna happen.
Is it really going to happen?
You know, Mayweather's
see.
a pussy.
We'll
Throwing
see.
it out there.
But, Joe, what do you got to say? Anything, last regards? You want to plug anything, the company you work for, anything?
I'm just thanks for having me on here.
Thanks for being
Thanks
on,
for-
buddy.
It's awesome.
Yeah!
Have a good weekend.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Cheers.
So, fellas. Boom.